And
This is last week's special offering.
yes, last week's special offering, so you put up no. Give everything.
Give everything.
My prayer this morning was, God, speak a word to your body today to transform it, to change it.
Amen.
So, there was a song that got played on the way to church that made me think of this passage. And it's out of Matthew 16. And I'm going to read the middle part of the chapter. But the first part of the chapter, Jesus, there's some Pharisees and Sadducees that are trying to come up against him and question him, and he warns them, saying, you have a saying that says, red sky at night, sailors delight, red sky in the morning, sailors take warning. He said, you can forecast the weather, but you can't forecast the times that are happening right now. You can predict the weather, but you can't even see what is happening. Basically, is what he's saying. The kingdom of heaven is here and is now, and you can't even see it. You don't even recognize it. And then he teaches his disciples how that Pharisee spirit, the kind of Pharisee teaching, that they need to watch out for it. And then verse 13 is where I'm going to start reading of 16, chapter 16, verse 13. He gets his disciples alone. He goes across the lake. He crosses, and he gets his disciples alone on the other side in this village. And he says, when Jesus arrived in the villages of Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples, what are people saying about who the Son of Man is? They replied, some think he is John the Baptizer. Some say Elijah, some Jeremiah, or one of the other prophets. He pressed them. He questioned them even deeper. And how about you? Who do you say I am? Simon Peter said, you're the Christ, the Messiah, the Son of the living God. Jesus came back. I'm reading out of the Message translation. Jesus came back. God bless you, Simon, son of Jonah. You didn't get that answer out of the books or from teachers. My Father in heaven, God himself, let you in on this secret of who I really am. And now I'm going to tell you who you really are. You are Peter, a rock. This is the rock on which I will put together my church, a church so expansive with energy that not even the gates of hell will be able to keep it out. Now we know that the church ain't getting built on Peter, but the words that he said, what he professed, that Jesus was the Christ, the Son of the living God. That's what the church is built on.
That's right.
That foundation. And he says in verse 19, and that's not all. You will have complete and free access to God's kingdom, keys to open any and every door. No more barriers between heaven and earth and heaven. A yes on earth is a yes in heaven. A no on earth is a no in heaven. And then he tells them, he swore to the disciples to secrecy. He made them promise they would tell no one of that he was the Messiah. Because if they would have, they were going to try to make him king, and it wasn't his time yet. But don't you think that's something that he has given us the keys to open each and every door down here? That's what he says. And he says, what is he trying to tell us? What is he telling his disciples? What is he trying to tell us? that about when he says, no more barriers between heaven and earth and heaven. A yes on earth is a yes in heaven. A no on earth is a no in heaven. The kingdom flows through you.
Right.
That's what he's trying to tell his disciples. The kingdom flows through you. When you say yes to my kingdom, when you say yes to my spirit, to my Holy Spirit, heaven can move on the earth.
Amen.
But when you say no, it stops heaven from moving on the earth.
Amen.
That's what he's trying to tell us here.
Amen.
That's good.
Each and every day, we should wake up. Not only, I know we have heard this from Todd White, not only do we need to put our feet on the ground and say, we're going to give hell, you're going to give you a bad day today, but let's give heaven a rejoicing day. Because heaven rejoices when lost people come into the kingdom.
Amen.
Amen?
Amen.
Let's give to our Creator this morning.